All right, what's up, guys? Going live, going live, going live. What up, what up, what up? We're back. Let's see who is in the chat here. Let's see. We got Deegs is back up in here from Australia. What's up, my brother? Big Feist. Liam. Adam, what up? MX Tips. Brian's back. Dude, I feel you with the sickness. Talk about that here in a second. Glad to have Brian back in here. We got Monroe, Howard, V. Dubsky. What up? All right. Well, stoked everybody is up in here. DK, Jamie, Eric D, Howard. Well, what up? What up, DK? Well, how was everybody's week? Brian is just getting over being sick. And last week, you guys were on here, had Mom on for the last 10, 15 minutes. And so Mom was traveling. She lives out in Florida now. She retired. Lives out in Florida. She went to California to see my brother Matt for about a week. She got here on Saturday, and when she got here on Saturday, she was kind of coughing and stuff. I'm like, "Are you sick?" And she's like, "No, I'm fine." And then the next day or two, she started getting worse. And then remember, we did our live on Monday. I was coughing by Monday. So she got here on Saturday. By Monday, I was coughing. Tuesday morning when I woke up, I was done, had a fever, stuck in bed all day Tuesday. And then the entire week was shot. I didn't do anything. Didn't get nothing done. Was sick all week. All three of us. My mom was sick. Mel was sick. I was sick. One of those weeks. So I'm just getting over it. I'm still not 100%. I'm from Tuesday, I couldn't even get out of bed. Wednesday, I felt a little better. And then Thursday through today, it's kind of been like this steady, I feel like, am I getting better? I don't feel horrible, but I don't feel 100%. So barely making it. I didn't want to skip on you guys. I'm well enough to be on here and talking to you guys, but definitely not feeling 100%. And no fun being sick. So other than that, not too bad of a week. Just felt very unproductive. You know how that goes. But we got another round of Supercross in, and we are looking forward to California trips coming up here really quick. Quick up on data on that. I know I've been mentioning it, talking about it. February 11th, Fox Raceway. All the time spots are filled up for the day. And then I had more people hitting me up. And I originally was just going to do Friday, be at the race on Saturday all day. And then Sunday, I was planning on riding with Twitch and Taka at Fox Raceway. And then going home, cleaning up the bike because I fly out Monday morning. But I hate turning people down, and I like coaching. I want to help people. So I ended up, I'm still going to ride with Twitch and Talk in the morning, but then I'm going to spend the afternoon working with a few riders Sunday afternoon as well. And everything's filled up. So thank you for everybody that jumped on all those spots. We are locked and loaded, ready for California. So we'll be, like I said, be at the track all day Friday, be at the races all day Saturday. So if you're out at A3, come say what up. You've seen me cruising around, be out there. I think Twitch and Talk and Wanky. Maybe Axel, all those guys are going to be doing a demo. So I'll be hanging out the freestyle demo and just hanging out watching the races. So if you see me, come say what up. Or if you're just out at the Fox Raceway, either on Friday or Sunday, I'll be at the track pretty much all day, both days. Then come say what up. And like I said, I'm going to be getting a chance to ride one of the new Huskies, I believe. I hope I don't, I ain't overhyping it. I'm just assuming I'm getting a 2022 of some sort, 250, 350. So looking forward to that. Get to ride a new bike while I'm out there. So I'll give you guys some feedback on what I think. Could be a 2021 maybe, but I'm assuming it's probably a 2022. That's how they usually roll. If you get a bike from those guys, one of their demo bikes, it's usually the bike of the year, like whatever the current year is. So I'm assuming I'm going to get something fresh. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to riding, especially at Fox Raceway. Can't wait. Sunday morning is going to be fun. Going to just probably spend 9 to noon out there with Twitch and Taka just motoing, and then noon for the rest of the day doing some coaching. Other than that, coming up, RFMX classes here in the Midwest will kick off probably more towards the end of March. So I'll keep you guys posted on all that when we're getting ready. Just going to play that one by ear, but we will be starting in March most likely. Started last year here in March, so be looking to kick that back off. I'm seeing some, what do we got here? Happy early March. So we got We got some birthday wishes going out on here. Hear it out right here, Brian. I won't be next. All right. Brian's not going to be. Let's get this up. Little Brian here. He says, I won't be on next Monday, my 40th birthday dinner. Big birthday dinner. So a little shout out for Brian. We'll be missing you next week. Having the birthday dinner. Man, dude. Really was, you know your wife invited me to that? And I was like, it's on Monday night. So we'll see what we can make happen here. But hey, happy birthday either way. I know, I was a little bummed when I realized it was on Monday night. But much love for Brian here week after week. Know you're getting over being sick. So hopefully you're feeling good and getting ready for the riding weather. I know this past week they had a ride day at Kingsville here in the Midwest, but I was no way I was doing any type of riding. Sick as a dog. Yeah, Brian said all good. Let's see here. Let's see. Anything else? March class. That's really it. I don't have a whole lot going on. Man, other than the Chiefs lost. Sucks for me and Brian. You guys, the rest of you probably don't care because you ain't Chiefs fans. But me and Brian like the Chiefs. And that sucked. So hopefully, I'm going for LA now. Hopefully LA wins. I thought it was going to be KC and LA in the Super Bowl. Now it's Cincinnati and LA. So I'm pulling for LA. So let's go LA. I hope they crush them. Pretty boy Floyd with his little turtleneck. I hope everybody knows it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it makes tips. I don't really like football. That's all right. I just became a fan in the last couple of years. It's fun. It's fun when you got a team to watch. It's like anything. You gotta have somebody to pull for. And I happened to move to Kansas City, probably right around the right time Patrick Mahomes got in here, and we started watching him, and he's really good. So how can you? It's fun to watch. So I enjoy it. Gives me something to do on Sunday nights now that I'm not traveling around the world. All right. Other than that, let's recap here. Reading some of your comments. That's funny. All right, let's look at the results here real quick from this past weekend. Let me see. Anything you guys wanted to, before we jump into the A2, anything anybody want to share on the chat? Anything new this week? Share with the group. I know we're on here week after week. Both had a bad football game. Fever had a bad one too. He must have been going for San Fran, huh? If anybody has anything, hey, something new going on, got a new bike, something you want to share with the group, throw it up there while I'm pulling up these results. And let's see here. I'm putting them in the wrong order again. All right, here we go. And then we'll jump up. And we'll jump into the questions here in a second. But let's check this out. Christian Craig, once again, first place in the main event. Mossaman, Lawrence, Thrasher, Swole, Brown, Shimoda, and Mumford. And check this out. This is what every time I always post these up, I always start looking at stuff. Dude, Mossaman was still the fastest dude on the track. Look at his lap time. Thought I heard someone banging on the door. 103 points. Oh, it's Malley. 103.6, and Craig a 104. Interesting, right? So Mossaman putting the fastest lap time today. I mean, I saw a quick little. It was Howard. He said, "Did you see Christian Craig crash during media day? That was gnarly." So that was probably. Man, you know what? He got lucky on that one because that's the type of stuff right there that you're not expecting that'll take you out of the championship real quick. You know, press day, just kind of cruising, you go out. You know, you're just going out thinking, hey, I'm just going to go out here and do a couple runs and get the shot and blah, 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 done deal. Next thing you know, dude, that crash was gnarly. Everybody saw he over jumped, landed in the face of the next jump, and he landed so hard in the face, it rebounded so fast, it shot him over the berm. And I think it looked crazier the way his bike got tangled up in that net. But it only takes one little crash like that, get a, fractured wrist, broken collarbone, and take you out of the championship. So glad that he was able to get out of there healthy, and obviously did not affect him. Coming straight back with the win. Hunter Lawrence, solid third. Mally's down there barking it up. She'll never bark. So what do you guys think? Who do you think can put something to Craig? Let's see here. We're going to pull up. Who do you think? I think if anyone, it's Mosselman in my opinion, because he's obviously got the speed here. He's almost a full second faster, but Craig's still getting a little upper hand here, getting the wins, and that's what it's going to take. Let's get the points up. All right, so you got Craig here, 99. Hunter Lawrence holding down the second, 11 points behind. Mosselman with the 14 points, and then we're starting to see a pretty big gap with Shimoda 33, dropping back to 36 with Thrasher, and then on down the line. But, I mean, I still think these three dudes still got a chance right here. It's not too far. 11, 14-point difference, nothing crazy. Well, who do you think? Anybody, throw something up. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. What do you think? Mosselman, DK saying Mosselman. Somebody's got it. I think Lawrence can do it too, though. I think Lawrence, I'm trying to think. It gets hard to remember which race was which. But Lawrence I thought Lawrence, I'm trying to think, that was the week Mosselman won. Remember, so that wasn't this week. That was last week. Lawrence was on Mosselman and he messed up and he got away from him. That was the week Craig had crashed in the start. But anyway, I still think these three dudes are going to be the top. Obviously, they're right here, but these are probably going to be your guys to watch. Mosselman, Lawrence, I think they can give Craig. They got to get out front. They got to get a good start up front with him, and stay with him. That's the deal. But Craig has definitely got the upper hand. And I don't know if you guys been watching all the interviews, though, and just listening to Craig and his stories. And, I mean, dude, I'm pulling for the guy to win. I really want to see him win. I like him. And I feel like it's been a long time coming, a lot of highs and lows. And I think it would be cool for that dude to finally win a championship. You know, not just get some podiums and get some wins, but to win a championship before the dude either retires fully or he has to bump up to the 450 class or whatever the case might be. So I'm going to pull for the dude, and I hope he wins it. I do. Because some of these other dudes are a lot younger than Craig. They'll be in that class for a while. They'll probably have more opportunities to win a championship, and Craig's been in there for a long time. He's getting older, so I really hope he does it. So I'm pulling for him. Christian Craig, let's do it, baby. Take it to him. Let's see here. All right, look at the 450 here. So we got Tomac. Lawrence is beating himself. Jeff saying, I agree. Lawrence is just kind of messed up a little bit, and that happens. Yep. Howard saying he needs to work on his starts. And that's the thing here. This class, I mean, all these classes, 250 class, 450 class, they're so competitive and there's so many good guys. You can't give these people a head start. You got to start up front with the best dudes in the either. Otherwise, by the time you get up there, they're already 6 seconds ahead. They're gone. Let's see. Lawrence has to be a little bit more speed and aggressive. Mosselman, a good chance. Lacking the experience, maybe. I could. So that's what I'm saying. Craig is definitely the veteran in the class for sure. And Moto can if he refocuses. I mean, dude, there is a lot of talent in that class for sure. Now this class is ridiculous. Jumping over to 450. This is just crazy. So basically we've had 4 rounds, 4 different winners. Roxon at the starter. Anderson and Oakland. Sexton in San Diego. And then Tomac at A2. 4 rounds, 4 different winners. And Tomac holding down the points lead for 2 weekends in a row. Well, we'll see that in a second. I'm just looking at this thinking he's in first because he is in the points. But he won the race and he's still in first. Anderson with the second. We'll talk about his aggressiveness that everybody been talking about all week. You guys seen all the photos. And I definitely got to hear what you think about that. So hey, let's just throw that question up right now. What do you think about Anderson and Roxon? Here's the thing. Anderson took him down 2 weeks in a row. I was like, dude, and they're my two guys. I'm like, man, I like both these dudes. And Anderson just keeps drilling. I think this week looked a little bit more gnarlier than last week. But man, what do you guys think? Clean? All right, was Anderson's class clean or was it dirty? I want to hear what you guys think. Why we're chit-chatting a little bit about these 450 results. Because it's all over social media, and he knew it. Dude, what the heck is wrong with this thing? He knew it in his interview. He was like, I'm not even going to get on social media because I know I'm going to catch heat for that one. And he was like, yeah. He said something like, yeah, I just kind of went for it. I just jumped on the inside, and I don't really want to be that guy, but I was definitely that guy this weekend. So he knows it was overly aggressive, but what? Yeah. The lines came together, and there was no room. Look at the photo. I should have screenshotted the photo just in case you haven't been on social media and you haven't seen it. You would know what we're talking about. But it was aggressive. All right, so we got Tomac, Anderson, Sexton, Ferrandis, Stewart, top 5, Muscan, and then Barsha. And then going back to last week, we were laughing about the Bogle Barsha incident, and I didn't see the first part of that, and I thought for some reason like Bogle was trying to get off the track and he randomly hit Barsha, but then they replayed it this weekend and I actually saw what happened. Both of those dudes got fined. I think Barsha's on probation for like 6 months, and he might have 1 or 2 strikes, and I think Bogle just has like 1 strike for being aggressive rider or whatever the penalty is. But I seen how it all went down, and basically Barsha did clean out Bogle, and it looks like Bogle waited almost the entire lap. He must have been way back and said, screw it, I don't even care. And when he was getting lapped by Barsha, he literally cleaned him out on purpose. So it's actually pretty funny because Barsha is pretty dirty a lot. So it's kind of funny that someone just kind of said, whatever, dude, you're going to hit me, I'll hit you back. And then Bogle just cruised off the track and just like nothing happened. It was pretty funny. I was dying. But these dudes, it's too much. Anyway, so going back to this weekend, other than the incident with Anderson and Roxon, here's the deal. Roxon was riding good both weekends. He looked good last weekend, and Anderson. And I don't think that one, I don't think any of them were intentional. I think last weekend, like we talked about it before, Roxon got a little squirrely out in the whoops, and he had to go wide, and Anderson slid up into him. This weekend, he was looking good again. He was solid, and but I feel like he just gave Anderson, he opened up the door, dude. He went wide. When Anderson was on him. And man, this class is so competitive, and these guys want to win so bad. You give these guys a little bit of room. Next thing you know, you're face planted in the sand, dude. I'm trying to clean the sand out of your goggles. So, bummer to see him go down like that because I liked him. But it is what it is. Let me see what your guys' thoughts are. I think the lines came together. So this is Jake. I think the lines came together, and the power of the 450 pushed him wider than he thought. Did you see how hard he hit him? When he did hit him, it shot Anderson clear back to the other side of the track. That's how hard of a hit it was. Gar saying clean or not, he took himself out, so not smart when he could have checked out and got the win. Anderson was being aggressive, you know. So that's Howard. Yeah. It's one of those things. Racing, right? I think it was definitely on the aggressive side. Lines came together. But the thing was, Anderson's lucky he didn't crash. He almost went down. The thing is, when you get overly aggressive like that and take yourself out, then you look like a fool. Because now you're like, you crashed too. But at least he stayed up. Barely stayed up, but he made it. He could have waited. So DK saying he could have waited and made it. I mean, for sure he could. That's the thing. These dudes are just going for it. So MX Tips is stoked on Eli winning. So definitely Eli is, I think these top 3 guys are going to be the top 3 contenders in this class. I think it's Eli, Anderson, and Sexton. And they're really close, I believe, in points. We'll look at the points here real quick, but let's look at the lap time. I see who the fastest two dudes were. And Anderson actually a little bit faster than Tomac. Not much at all. 0.2 of a second. Is that what you call it? And then we're looking at really close in here. But let's pull up the results in the 450. Yeah, so look at this. Tomac, Sexton, Anderson, 6 down by 6, down by 8. I mean, that's really tight. I mean, these guys ain't even that far off either. And this dude, Cooper Webb can win. So I you know what? I wouldn't count this guy out either. I think these three are definitely. Like I said, you already seen 4 different winners. Roxon's dropped back in points because he's had 2 bad weekends with the 2 crashes, but still think you can see him get some wins. It's definitely, I think he looks good and looks smooth. He's just having bad luck the last couple weekends. I think Cooper Webb can still win. I would love to see Stewart get up there on the podium. And Plessinger too. I'd like to see him get up there. And I think, man, let me look at this lineup. These are all podium guys at the end of the day. So it's going to be a crazy class, crazy year, lots of aggressiveness. Let's see him read some of the comments here. Can't wait to watch Deegan's kid come up. Adam, he's hungry, rubbing his racing. Chicken and Bradshaw would have proved. That's funny. For you old schoolers, you used to watch the Jeff Fantastovich and Bradshaw days getting aggressive. All right. We'll pull Howard's question up here in a second. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Before we jump in, and we'll answer a couple questions. What are you guys' thoughts on 450? Who are your picks? Now that you've seen, we're 4 rounds in. We got Phoenix this weekend, and then A3 the weekend after. Do you think we'll see a new winner in Phoenix? Or do you think we're going to see one of the 4 that we've already saw? What is your thoughts on the 450 class? Let's get some feedback on that one. What do you guys think? Beef said Coop was down. Yep. Cooper's always better. Jeff's bringing up a point about Cooper being down. He's always better late season. I feel like he's good late in the race and he's good late season. So he did that last year. That's right. So don't count that guy out. He's got the number 1 plate on for sure. I can't count him out. Would like to see Mookie pull it out. So Chris P saying Mookie pull it out. Who knows? Anything can happen. Supercross is always hard to tell. Anderson this year. I think Anderson looks like the Anderson of 2018 this year. I think he's got a fire under his butt. I think he's comfortable on that new bike. He's got a taste of what it feels like to win this year again, and I think he's hungry too. So I think Anderson's going to be on it. But so Dustin's, I'm assuming he's saying he's going to continue being up in the top 3 unless something takes him out. Who do you think's going to get the win though? Let's go with a win. I like to Brian saying Stewart with a podium finish too. I like to see Stewart get on the podium too. I like him. But win, who do you guys think? You know what? This is who I'm gonna go with the win. I'm gonna pick Sexton for the win this weekend. I think Sexton, I just think he's gonna be a contender too. I think he's so smooth and he's starting to mature. He's right there. Could be his year. So I'm gonna go with him as 450 moto win this weekend. He's getting heat race wins, so he's building confidence, and he's smooth. He's so smooth. He's like so effortless. If you watch all the guys on the track, he looks like he's not even trying, and he's ripping. That's when you're on point. When you're like, he don't even look like he's real fast because he's just so smooth. He's just pulling people. Love it. So I'll go with that. But like I said, who knows? Adam saying, and then let's see, who do you want to go? I mean, man, it's kind of hard. You kind of want to just say, yeah, Craig will probably win again in the 250 class if he gets another start. But if you could pick someone else other than Craig, who would be your guy for a 250 win? Who do you think? Go back to 250. We're jumping back and forth. A lot of guys saying Stewart. Yeah, Stewart. Mosselman. Howard saying Mosselman with the win. He's a nice dude. How can you not like the guy? He's like smiling all the time. Tomac again. So Gar saying Tomac again. All right, we'll see. We're going to have to watch and see. And excited I get to go out to the last Anaheim round and check that out. And then I think, is there a little break after that one? Does it head back east? Or is there another one? All right. We'll just answer a few questions here tonight, if we have any. And then we can end early if we have to. My chest is jacked up, dude. I feel like I'm still coughing. So I'm going to scroll up and look for, oh, man. Eric D said, how about them Bengals? Not feeling the Bengals, dude. I ain't feeling them. Mel was mad at this hat. She was like, why you got on Bengal colors? I'm not a Bengal fan. I just like the hat. Not a Bengal fan. Big Trent up in here. What up? Trent dog? All right, so if you're new in here and you got a question, you want to throw a question up, just throw some question marks. That's why I'm kind of scrolling through, taking my time here. So kind of like I answered this already, but this is how so you see the questions, or the question marks. That's how I can find it amongst all the stuff. So I already got to that one. So I'll keep on cruising. What are your thoughts on Anderson's pass up? We talked about this as well. That has been all over social media. I mean, when you look at the photos of it, you're like, your first thought is dirty, dude. But then you watch it and you're like, man, he went outside and the door was open. It's 450 heat or 450 main. You want to win? I feel like Roxon would have did the same thing. It's just they came together really hard. All right, so what do you think? Wait. What do you say? MXS, what do you think is the best aftermarket pipe? Best aftermarket pipe. I think it depends. You know what? To be honest with you, I think it depends. Because I've had different bikes and different pipes work better on different bikes. So it probably depends on your bike. On my Cowie, my Pro Circuit. Actually, my Pro Circuit worked good on my Honda too. But I had a Pro Circuit on my Cowie. My Pro Circuit worked really good on my Cowie. I ran both on my Honda. So there was a time where I ran FMF on my Honda. And there was a time where I ran Pro Circuit. And they both were good. So that's a tough question, dude. I feel like they're all probably pretty good. And now on my Husky, I have an FMF on it right now, but I don't even know how to say it right. You guys know the company that starts with an A. It's like a European company. I can't even say it. But that pipe works better than the FMF. I'll be honest with you on that. On the Husky. So that's why I said I think it depends what bike he has to really know what pipe could work best on your bike. I think FMF's a good pipe. I think Pro Circuit's a good pipe, and I don't even know how to say it. Does anyone know? Let me scroll to the bottom and see if someone. I know someone knows what I'm talking about. What's the name of the pipe that starts with an A? They run it on the. There you go, right there. DK knows, right here. Boom. That's it. I can't say it, but they've run them on the KTM team. I ran that pipe on my Husky, and it rips on my Husky. So if you're on a Husky or a KTM, I would say throw that thing on it. I think if you're maybe Honda Cowie guy, maybe go with the Pro Circuit. Maybe you can go FMF. I feel like they're all pretty good. They're like. I feel like the pipes, like, I guess it's like on a two stroke, if it's not jetted right, you're gonna be off. But on your 450s, because if you inject them, that there was a huge difference between the stock pipe and the aftermarket pipe, like huge, like noticeably, like, whoa, that's a big difference. But then I'm trying to just go back and forth, like when I'm just trying to think, like, because I never really tested pipes like back and forth. Trying to think if I ever went back and forth, and I don't honestly think I did. But I'm just saying, what I was going to get at is it's not like, whoa, the FMF blows the pro circuit out the water. Oh, this was way better. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it is a little bit of an edge, it's going to be very slightly and probably really hard to notice. It's not going to be like when you jumped from the stocky to the aftermarket. So, I don't know. I feel like it depends what you like, too. What company they like. Support who you like. Support companies that you see treating their people right. Support. That's what at the end of the day, like, I always want to ride for people and support people that are good, doing good things. But at the end of the day, it's just like when people are like, well, what's the best bike out there, man? They're all good. They're all really good. Find one you're comfortable on, because I don't feel like you can really buy like a crappy bike in 2022. They're all pretty good. Which one do you feel comfortable on? Ride that one. You know? Because look at these dudes. You see all these dudes jumping around from team to team? They're ripping. Nobody put them on whatever bike. They rip. They can rip. All right. That's a good question, though. I lost my spot. Let's see here, dude. All right, let me find my spot. All right, here we are. Howard saying, I agree. I would like to see him take the championship. So that must have been something we were talking about. 250, 450 class stacked. Anybody could win this. But, all right, Tomac. So Howard's a Tomac fan. Tomac's, hey, man, he's a champion. He's definitely going to be hard to beat. Especially when that confidence starts kicking in and getting those 450 wins are going to boost that confidence. All right, so a lot of this is just stuff we were talking about earlier. Howard saying, can't count out anybody in the top 10. Yeah. That's how gnarly that class is. Coop. Let's see here. Stank Dog. Where's Stank Dog been? I just seen MX Tips. All right, so if I missed anybody's question for some reason, just chuck it back up. Just kind of going through here. MX Tips says you want to see a gas up on the win. That would be Barsha. Gar saying Tomac again for the win. 250. I didn't see his crash. The Stank Dog went down last weekend. I missed it. Stank Dog went down. All right, so JR saying Lawrence fan. He's going with Mossaman here. Here we go. Get JR up here again. It says, where are you riding with the homies at? Twitch's new ramp or at the track? Now, I will be just riding at Fox Raceway Friday doing coaching most of the day. And then Sunday, I'll be back out there after the races. Going to ride with Twitch and Taka, do some motoing. And then I'll be doing a little coaching after. So I won't be hitting the ramp. I'll probably be on a 250F or maybe a 350, but bone stock bike. So not a bike set up for the ramp. So I would probably just, I don't know if those dudes are planning on riding the ramp while I'm out there, but I'll probably just spectate, get some post some stories. I'll be just motoing, which I can't wait though. I love Fox Raceway. The last time I went back there and I rode, I felt like a little kid. It was so fun. I was having so much fun ripping around that track. And I was there first thing in the morning. I was the first one on the track because same thing. I had people showing up that I had a coach. So I was like, man, I need to get in a couple laps before these guys get here. So I was the first one on the track. I was cutting in the lines. It was fun. And it felt like sand because you ride out here for as long as I've been living here. It's kind of a hard package, kind of clay, hard pack, and go out to Fox Raceway. It feels like sand, especially before it's even broke in. So looking forward to getting back out there. Phoenix is a Triple Crown. Do you think the Triple Crown will play? Oh, so good point. The Triple Crown. So this is going to be a different setup then. Huh. I wasn't even thinking about that. So if it's a Triple Crown, are we having three main events this weekend? Is that how it's going down? Give us some insight on the Triple Crown, because I wasn't even thinking about that. He said, what was the question? Do you think the Triple Crown will play to a faster starters? So basically, if it was the way the Triple Crown works, if I'm remembering right, isn't there three main events? Back to back, they're just shorter, right? Can't remember. How did they do it? I feel like that's how it goes. So, yeah, if it's a shorter race, heck yeah, you better get a good start because you ain't got much time to catch up. So I would think the guys who start out front are going to have a way better chance than if you get in the back because you're not going to have 20 minutes to catch up. So what are the races going to be? Three 15-minute motos or three 10-minute motos? Anybody remember the format for last year? I think it's something like that. And let's see. Dubski. I would like to see Hayden. Like to see how Hayden would do in the lights class. Any thoughts? He's gonna rip when he's ready. I think he's still growing. I think he needs a little more time. But when it's time for him to get in there, I think he's going to be a front runner, 100%. He's going to be up there. But I think right now he's still getting comfortable with the bike. He's still building confidence. But I mean, if you watched him from the day that he started on that Yamaha, and then watch his videos now, he has already improved, in my opinion, 100%. Because the first if you watch him, because remember he started riding like the big boy supercross tracks, which he's always had a really good track at his house, but still, the tracks that those dudes get to test on, you get to ride. He gets to ride the same track that Tomac. He gets to practice with Tomac, Ferrandez, Craig. He rides with the whole team, so that's alone a step up. And then to get to practice on their tracks with their rhythms and their whoops, probably still a little bit step up of what his backyard track's been, even though he's always had really good tracks. But if you'd watched him the first week that he was out on that Yamaha to now, he is already on a whole different level. So I think he's going to keep on building that confidence and getting comfortable and getting faster. And by the time he steps into that class, he'll be a front runner. I guarantee. I won't be surprised if he went out and won his first race because he'll be ready. I think he's on a good team, and he's got the talent. And he's got the people behind him. So it's going to be fun to watch. All right, let's see here. Dustin, he says, do you send your bike in to get the suspension done, or do you do it yourself? No, I honestly, my suspension's been stock. And that was one of the things I was going to do this winter, send it out and get it done. You should send it out. If you got it in your budget and you want to get a better setup, send it to somebody and get someone to dial it in for you for an outdoor setting or whatever type of riding you do, freestyle riding, woods riding, whatever, because it will be better than stock. My bike's stock right now, so I don't do it myself. I would normally send it out. I just haven't. I just been running the old stocker. And it's not bad. That's the thing. The stock bike's not bad. If you don't have it in your budget, and then just work on your clickers. Get your clickers in a spot to where they work best for you. Mine are all the way in, stiff. As stiff as they go, except for the rebounds not. But the compression on my bikes is all the way in on the forks, all the way in on the shock. Because it's stock. You go through it really fast. And then I got my rebounds probably about... I got my clickers I could open on my phone right now and tell you exactly where it's at because I got them written in my phone. But my rebound probably most likely is about 12 to 14, somewhere in that range. Maybe. I'm just curious if I'm right. I'm going over here trying to guess. Let's just be honest here and look. Clickers. Hey, rebound. All right. I'm 15 on the rebound and... Hey, 15 on the rebound on the forks. There you go. 15 and 15. That was pretty close. I run it slower on my freestyle bikes than I do on my track bike. I like it to come off the rim, go a little bit slower, so I slow down my rebound a little bit more. So my freestyle bike probably would have been about a 12. So there you go. 12 on a freestyle bike, 15 on my moto bike. But then I got my compression all the way in just because of but it shouldn't be like that. You should be backed out on your compression right around that same range, 12 to 15 on the forks and the shock. Shouldn't have to be maxed out. If you're already maxed out, then you know, like, hey, I need to get it stiffer. Or if you're the other way and you're way too soft, you got it backed out 20 some clicks, then your stuff's too stiff and you need to get it softened up. All right. Let's see who we got here. Here we go, DK. Saw the tire post, huh? He said, did you get those big balls mounted up? Nope, got it scheduled for tomorrow, 11 p.m. Taking it down to the tire shop, getting it mounted up. So just got some new Mickey Thompson tires for my truck. I had the Baja ATZs on my truck forever. I've had those since I lived out in Cali, and they're pretty much wore out. So I hit up Mickey Thompson. I said, yo, what is your best tire? I live out here in the Midwest. I want something that's going to work good in the snow, too. And they told me to go with the Baja Boss. So, obviously, it's a better tire because if you look at the price, it's way more expensive than the ATZs. So, looking forward to see what those bad boys feel like tomorrow afternoon. All right, so here it is. No heat races and shorter races. So there you go. So basically what's going to happen, these guys are going to go out, get their qualifying positions, and then so is it 3 mains? Is what I'm assuming. It sounds about right. Triple crown, go for 3. Or am I right about that? All right, so 3 rounds, shorter races, 3. Or is that just the Monster Cup? Remember the Monster Cup? You go win all 3 and you get the $1 million? So maybe I'm confusing the two. Because that was a format at the Monster Cup. They would be 3 main events, and if you won all 3, you won the $1 million. So maybe I'm confusing it. Maybe there's just 2 main events. I could be off. But no heat races coming from Dippin' 17. 3 to 12-minute motos. Whoa, that is short. Oh, 3 12-minute motos. Okay, that makes sense. There you go. Jeff is on point. All right, so we're right. 3 12-minute motos. All right. Let's see, got Liam here. He said, did you hear about Pastrana's injury? I think I saw some type of post about injury, but I didn't read it all the way through. Fill us in. Liam, what happened to Travis P? And how did he get hurt? Racing cars or something? Or was it moto related? He says, all right, let's get this in here. He's got a suitcase full of pranks to pull on Twitch. I know, huh? I need to think of something while I'm there, huh? Because you know I hope he's goofing. I know, huh? I need to think of something. I'm going to be rolling, so I think I'm staying at Twitch's house, and I'm rolling Taka's van. Taka was cool enough to offer to pick me up from the airport, and he offered to let me drive the van. So I got the van for the 4 days. So I'll be rolling the Taka-san's van. All right, so any feedback on Pastrana there, Liam? Let's see. He was base jumping. Ooh. That never sounds good. Ran out. Oh, no. Ran out of talent. It's his own words. Dude, that's a dangerous sport. All right, well, I hope he's all right, man, because that sounds sketchy. A lot of guys are into that now. I know Robbie Madison's doing a lot of skydiving. I feel like, I was going to say all the Australian guys are doing it. Well, Robbie Madison's Australian, but Jacko's into it. I feel like, what's his face? Gosh, I can't think of his name right now. Oh, well, I can't think of his name. But anyway, he's another Australian guy. Gosh, why can't I think of his name? Bump my head too many times. But anyway, those dudes are all into. If you noticed their posts, they're always jumping together. Broken pelvis. Ooh. Brian says broken pelvis. That's the same thing Sipe broke right before Supercross season. Yeah, that's a bummer because that can't be fun. And I was watching all Sipe's posts about that. That sucks. All right, Dippin' 17 is out of here. Peace out, brother. All right, so if we don't have any more questions, we can wrap it up here a little bit earlier. Broken hip and 2 vertebrae. Yeah, that ain't fun. Well, prayers up for Travis P. Uh, heal up, brother. That's not fun. And for Sipe and for anyone else in the industry that is hurt right now, prayers up, prayers up. Did you hear Pastrana left Red Bull for some coffee company? I did not hear that. How do you guys get all this info, dude? I didn't hear any of this. What's the coffee company? RD Coffee? Or Black Rifle? Alright, says, do you think you can check your DMs from me? Send me a new one, dude, because I do check them, and I haven't seen any lately. So make sure you send me a new one. I'll definitely look. Crazy Day Parade. It has been a crazy day parade. That's too funny. All right, so V-Dubs here, Triple Crown format. First place, 1.2 points. Low score. There you go. Letting them know. Oh, so it is Black Rifle. Well, dude, that's a cool company. Good for him. I was just joking around. And what did I say? RD Coffee. You guys know who that is, right? RD Coffee. That's too funny. All right, well, hey, shout out to Black Rifle Coffee for stepping it up and picking up one of the action sport legends. That's cool. Good for him. But it's crazy that he would leave Red Bull, you know? You would think he'd be like a lifetimer with Red Bull. I feel like, I don't know, you feel like he's just been with those guys for so long and he's such a like icon in the sport. It's weird to see him leave Red Bull. I'm surprised they let him go. Black Rifle must have came out with some big bucks. I would say that, huh? That's for sure. But that's how it goes sometimes, man. But hey, just even thinking about just energy drinks. I just got an email. Their Rockstar Energy is doing like a little private party, and it's called the Rockstar Energy Fam Reunion Party, and it's in Arizona in May. So I got to see if I can make it out to that, which I thought was I was like, oh, that's cool. Because a lot of people have rode for that company for a long time, and most of the guys who did ride for a long time don't no more. They I think Pepsi have bought it out now, and a lot of things changed. And they got a lot of the guys that were there for a long time, obviously retired. So that's the way it goes when you retire. You can't always expect people to keep you on the team when you're just sitting on the sidelines. But it'd be cool to get together and see everybody. So I'll see if I can make it out to that. Always a good company to ride for. Good people all the way through. All right. Well, we are about wrapped up. So we'll end it here for tonight. Just a little shout out. Thank you guys again for being here. We'll be back next week after Phoenix. And if you haven't smashed that like button, give me a little thumbs up. Appreciate that. And ride safe, stay blessed, and we'll see you soon. Much love, peeps. Peeps out.